Hello YouTube, Alan back with a video in front of camera for a change at the moment. For whatever reason, I just happen to have been behind camera in more recent videos. I guess it's because I haven't had, package and pickups, and that's what this is going to be. It's been a long time, and this video is kind of really 2020 catch-all and a few bits at the beginning of 2021. Obviously, with most of my collection kind of set in stone, I don't pick up as many stuff, but I do get some games, and I thought I'd share it with you. I do have one other non-game, well, it's gaming, but it's not a game, and that's this mug. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog, as you can see, probably based on the movie. Movie that came out like beginning of this lockdown thing. So this was a Christmas gift, and I'm having my coffee out of it, and then I'm wearing a Sonic top, so it feels like I'm ready to celebrate Sonic's 30th anniversary. And my God, does that make me feel old? Yeah, given that Sonic's really where I started my journey in gaming, and now he's 30. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. So, bunch of games. Going to break this up into two things. It's largely kind of Switch stuff, but a couple of non-Switch things. So let's get those out of the way first. And first up, we have Doom Eternal on the PlayStation 4. Back to front. Well, I guess there's a steel back on this. I don't know what this is all about. It's cellophane. I haven't played it yet. Got it. This was a Christmas gift. Really enjoyed Doom 2016. Hate the name though because it's just called Doom, and there was a game called Doom. Don't do that, people. But really enjoyed it. It really captured the spirit, the kind of frantic action, albeit still having strategy and good exploration. So looking forward to getting a chance to play this. But I'll say this, I'll repeat myself on this. A good number of games. When you're an adult, you have the problem of lack of time more than lack of games. When you're a kid, I only have so many to play. When you're an adult, so many games, so little time. So Doom Eternal, heard great things. I do want to try it, do want to play it, because I completed the 2016 one and enjoyed it, but it'll have to wait. Next up, also on the PlayStation 4, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Another one sealed, another Christmas gift. It was a good Christmas gift, weren't they? You may have seen in past package and pickups video, I've picked up other Assassin's Creed stuff. My interest in the series actually all started when I found Assassin's Creed 1 in a charity shop for €1. Little did I know I was going to end up playing and buying a whole bunch of games. But this is not the most recent one. Valhalla is the most recent one. And to be honest, by the time I even get to play this, there could be another one out. I find with PlayStation stuff, unless you really want to play it day and date, you want to be right there with the latest and greatest and all that sort of stuff, there's so many good games. Wait a while. These things come down in price, dramatically so. And certainly when I've gone through the Assassin's Creed games, that's how I've done them. They're very long games. They take a long time to play if you want to collect all the bits around the world and all that sort of stuff. And I tend to do that. So yeah, I mean, last year the most recent one I played was Origins. Really liked it, so I'm looking forward to play this because I've heard good things about it as well. I'm a little concerned about if there's going to be slightly microtransaction-y. I'm not too sure. There was a little bit of almost trying that in Origins. It didn't really impact the game, but I am a tad concerned it might in Odyssey. We'll see how it goes though, because it does seem to have reviewed reasonably well. But instead of playing the most recent stuff, I actually played Rogue, which I'd missed. I had loved Black Flag, so Rogue was a great one to play. Anyway, I am looking forward to getting this, but it'll have to go into the backlog. So, rounding up the non-Switch stuff, we have a Wii Game. Oh my God! It's a brand new Wii game, and it probably is the last physical Wii game that we will find or have. It is Shakedown Hawaii. So V-Blank did, as you can see, collector's seal. They did physical releases on the Wii for, what was it, Retro City Rampage, and this one. I had Retro City Rampage as a digital download. So I decided I'll just go with one, because it's kind of a bit of a novelty to have what is probably the final physical release. And if the Smurfs has taught me anything on the Master System, those final physical releases are pretty hard to come by. Now, there's always a chance Ubisoft could bring out another Just Dance, because they have been releasing Just Dance every single year. Like, it's, what, did we come out in 2005, was it? 2005 or 2006? I can't remember. And for basically 15 years, there have been physical releases on this platform. It is one of those, I mean, yes, no big games, although Just Dance was still selling better on the Wii than it was on like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. So there you go. Anyway, This is a one-man kind of band type operation. Retro City Rampage, overhead Grand Theft Auto. I'd imagine this follows a similar pattern, although it looks a bit more SNES-like. As you can see, it came in a kind of a box, but it's actually sealed within that thing. So this is just kind of a dust protector, I guess. Oh, it has the seal thing on it. So here's the dilemma. Do I open it or not? Probably not. Because if I want to play it, I'll probably get a digital copy and play that instead. It'd make a lot more sense than opening up this, which part of me wants to see maybe the manual and stuff, but I'm sure I could open it on YouTube. This is really more of a collector's item, given its status more than anything. I'm not too sure about the game, by the way. Retro City Rampage, I struggle to get into. I have it on the 3DS, and I like the concept, I like the idea, but yeah, struggle to get into it. Anyway, I gotta speed this up because I got plenty of games to go through here. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of Switch stuff. We'll start with some of the stuff that I've actually played. So first up, we have Yoshi's Crafted World. Yoshi's Crafted World is obviously a sequel to Yoshi's Woolly World, which is follow on to the general Yoshi games. Of course, there's not much to show anymore. Like, nice inside, but no manual. Yeah, I played this one because it's opened. Completed it. It's nice, reasonably casual, but it does drag on a little. I found one thing, in the levels, you're tasked with finding stuff in the background, throwing egg in. But instead of just saying up front, hey, find all of these things and have a checklist that you can go, like where's Wally type of situation, because that's kind of what it is. You're looking for them in the background. Some of them can be well hidden. It's, you go into a level, you can complete a whole level, find this one item, go, hey, I found your item. Then he'll go, hey, now find the next one. It's like, tell me them all. The rest just felt like padding. The other secrets like that you typically have in a Yoshi game were all there, and there was some clever level design, but not as much as the past Yoshi games. So to be honest, a little bit of a disappointment. Not a terrible game by any means, enjoyable, but I kind of expected a little more. Next up we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and this was another Christmas gift. I hadn't necessarily expected to play that. The insert in that one is all the characters. Everyone is here, and they're not kidding. The reason why I hadn't expected to play it all that much is because, well, I was actually going to play in one player, and I didn't think it really had a story mode or anything like that. And sure enough, it doesn't. But the World of Light, I did actually like the way they set it up. It wasn't as compelling as a story sense and didn't have as much variety in the gameplay as, say, Subspace Emissary on Smash Bros. Brawl or the Adventure Mode of Melee. But the mechanics of the game are very good. And I did like the fact that basically they constantly rejigged the challenges, gave every kind of part of the story was basically a different scenario that you'd overcome. Like maybe you have, high gravity like on the moon, or, you start off with so much health or whatever it might be. And they did the same in the classic mode. The classic mode is, your typical fight a few guys, have a mid-game, a bonus game in the middle, few more, end boss. But they teamed each one of them that they suited the characters. So, like, you might find that you're always fighting, like, Pokemon, if you're one of the Pokemon characters. Or if you're Link, you might fight a lot of kind of evil characters, like Bowser and Ganon and all that sort of stuff. So, and there are a few bosses in the story mode as well, which breaks it up. It could do a little bit more variety, because there's 700 fights, to complete the story mode, and I've done it. And I did enjoy it all, but, I would have liked a little more. I never got into the Wii U or the 3DS Smash Bros., so maybe this was, just a refresh kind of experience for me. But yeah, I mean, given all the characters and whatnot, and more DLC characters and whatnot, the only one I really was tempted to buy, and I didn't, was Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie. Anyway, moving on. We go on to something just a bit different, and again, this was something I got on sale. I think it was 22 euros at the time. It's Civ 6. Sid Meier's Civ 6. Yeah, probably nothing in it. Oh, this one actually has a teeny weeny little manual, and it has nothing in it. I'm kind of surprised it had a manual at all. I picked this up as more of a handheld game. Everything else I pretty much played docked, but this is kind of slow. You can do turn-based stuff, so you can just think about it. I love the Civ games. I don't need to sell anyone on the Civ stuff. The Switch port is good. It plays well. It can get a tiny bit slow, or a bit of slowdown when you have big maps with a lot going on. I'm crap at these games, but I love them. And it's often on sale on the eShop and stuff like that as well. So worth picking up if you're looking for a strategy game. And as I say, it's good on the go game. Next up we have rare. It's Super Mario 3D All Stars. I better get on eBay and sell this. Yeah, Nintendo made this limited edition type of thing. Limited edition. They only sold about 10 million of them worldwide, but it was taken off the e-store and whatnot on the 31st of May. And we have a nice inside picture. This is, for those that don't know, it's a bundle of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy 1. For whatever reason, no Mario Galaxy 2. I don't know why that one. They probably just wanted to have 3 games, but the original Mario All-Stars had 4 games because they had the lost levels, so it would have been nice to have 4. Of course, for some of the games, you might think, oh, well, you don't have the pointer, which was mapped to buttons, or the motion control on the Switch, and you don't have analog triggers for Mario Sunshine. That really made no difference. It wasn't a big feature in Mario Sunshine anyway. It was nice to have Mario Sunshine re-released, but it does, it's a good game, but it just had flaws and really needed an extra few months to kind of iron them out because it can get a little tedious at parts. Mario 64 probably had the most done with it in a way to kind of. They had a few new textures that make it a bit prettier, and the text has been redone so it's actually legible on HDTVs now. But I can understand why people were a bit disappointed with this. It is more of just straight ports than remasters, and of course Nintendo charging full price type of thing again. It is what it is. It's no longer for sale. You can still probably find copies around, but it is what it is. And yeah, where we go? We go one of the last ones that I'm currently playing this one, so things probably in my Switch. It is, and it does. It has it doesn't have a manual, but it has stickers. Yay! I can stick stickers on my stuff, and I like how this insert here. That's actually the cover that was on the Game Boy Advance, because this is the complaint. Oh, the Switch is just full of Wii U ports. Well, now that we're nearly done with Wii U ports, let's get on to porting Wii games and Xbox games and Game Boy Advance games. Well, this is more of a remaster, to be fair, because obviously that was a 2D sprite game. This is a 3D game. It is very true to the original game. I enjoyed it again for something a bit different, a bit like scratching the same itch almost as Civ, where you don't necessarily want an action game. You want something a bit more casual. Although this can get pretty frantic when you're trying to get all your farming done in a single day before, you run out of energy or you run out of time for shipping or all that sort of stuff. Of course, for those that don't know, this is called Story of Seasons. The original would have been called Harvest Moon. The publisher and the developers had a parting of ways. So on the Game Boy Advance, this was Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. But if you want the same lineage of games, it is now Story of Seasons. So yeah, it's enjoyable. I picked this up myself. Actually, yeah, these were both Amazon because they were cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else. I can't remember how much this one was. I think it was 30 something. Not too bad actually, because it's tricky to get. It's sold out over here on Smiths and stuff like that, which is kind of funny because now they claim that it's on sale for something like a 10 or 20 euros or something like that. And it's like, yeah, but it's been out of stock for like 3 months. Anyway, it's a good game. I'll do the 2 that I haven't played yet, but I want to. First up is Paper Mario, what's it called? The Origami King. And you might see that it has an Argos thingy. Or anyone over from the UK or Ireland would probably recognise those stickers. It's from Argos. This, and do you know what? There's actually another game missing somewhere. There's a Tomb Raider game that I didn't pick up. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I have that somewhere around as well. That was another one. Because I got that, Yoshi, and Rise of the Tomb Raider all on a voucher that I had. So I didn't. It was kind of like it was burning a hole in my pocket type of situation. I wanted to use. In fact, not it wasn't that it was burning a hole in my pocket. It was going to expire, so I had to use it up. So I just used it in Argos. I have not. I'm not the biggest fan of Paper Mario games. I enjoyed what I played on the original and Thousand Year Door. Don't think I own any of them other than Super Paper Mario, and that's a bit different on the Wii because it's more action. More of a traditional Mario in a way than the real RPG stuff. This looked interesting, it looked nice, and I kind of thought I'll try it out. Again, sealed, so it's on the backlog for trying later. Don't have much to comment on it. Final one that is sealed, I guess. It's Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Again, this was a gift. Love the original Hyrule Warriors. This one is experience a story set 100 years before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So this is basically, in a way, kind of a prequel to the Breath of the Wild, but I think they might go in its own direction too. Hyrule Warriors, it's basically a Dynasty Warriors game. They have done a Zelda one, Hyrule Warriors, Hyrule Warriors DX, it was on the 3DS as well. It's basically 1 versus 100 type of situation, hack and slash. You either like these type of things or you don't. They are kind of repetitive. They can also come across as being very button mashing, and that's why I started playing Hyrule Warriors. Very just mash, mash, mash. And then I did start to learn, there's combos and there's better way to do things. So yeah, there's actually more behind this than you might think. But yeah, it's an acquired taste. Now I think this one might change up the formula a little. Part of the reason why I haven't jumped into it is because 1, they typically take a lot of time, and I haven't had it because I've been playing other things. And 2, Breath of the Wild isn't my big kind of Zelda thing. So, it's not like I definitely want to play it because it's Zelda, but it's not like, oh my god, I gotta play it. So yeah, on the list. And finally, a bit of an odd one. We have Tetris 99. And you kind of think, that's an odd game to pick up for the Switch. And the reason why I picked it up, because I got this for, it was either 22 or 23 euros. It comes with a 12-month online subscription, and that's 20 euros. So I was like, well, I was kind of tempted to get an online subscription because I wanted to try out Mario 35 before it went away. And I wanted to try Tetris 99 online because you could, when you have the online subscription, you get access to the online for free. So you can't think, why do you buy this? Well, this is the offline mode. So you can play against a CPU as much as you want, and you have standard kind of marathon mode, and you can play against friends. That is an add-on for a tenner and a download version. But I said, well, it'd be much better to just get the card, because I like to have the physical card. Oh, and Zelda's in there, so it must be in probably in Zelda's box. Actually, it's probably one of the games have gone around boxes. I'd be better off to get this for 2 euros, and then just, instead of, because the online subscription is 20 anyway, and then I'd have the online subscription. I could try that out and see how it goes. If I want to keep it next year or not, we'll see. I did actually enjoy Tetris 99. I enjoyed Mario 35 a lot more. It's a pity that went away. I was actually pretty decent at it. I won several games on it, and I typically average in the top 3. I've played a little bit of Pac-Man. I've played some of the Virtual Console, but not very much. And I played Smash Online. That was another thing. I want to see, the online stuff. Will I keep it up? I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll review later on in the year. It's actually be next year. But for 22, it meant Tetris was only 2 to get a physical copy. And it's something you can actually have on the shelves to keep, so that's nice. Because, funny enough, that's a fair bit of backlog. That's all the packaging pickups, except for that Tomb Raider game that I'm annoyed I forgot about. But I have other pickups that I can't really show because they're download. And more games have been going that way, especially when you're talking about digital delivery and digital sales. Monster Boy, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, Ghostbusters Remastered, Bastion, Duke Nukem, Argos, something like that, Panzer Dragoon, Bit Trip Runner. These are all games that I've picked up on sale, pretty much. And they've all been very, very cheap, a lot of them. Siberia, I think, so literally a ton of them that you can get for very little. And it makes it hard to then justify spending what I probably spent on all of those combined, maybe 1 physical release. You know what I mean? Maybe a bit more, because Monster Boy I probably would have paid a bit more for, and Yooka-Laylee, but they were both probably on 50% off. So, and they were both great games. Then I do sometimes end up, I wouldn't mind the physical release. Things like Monster Boy, very hard to get the physical release of. That's the downside. But on the other hand, if you're not sure about a game, digital release isn't always bad. And on that bombshell, I guess we'll leave it there. Anyway, until next time.